So, good morning, everyone. We are there with the chapter number 4, business service. In the last lecture, what we have learned, we have done with the meaning and definitions of business service. Okay. Uh, what is business service? So, business service are those services which helps in successful running of business. Okay. Business services are those services which help in successful running of business. Okay. Then we have saw what is meant by banking, the meaning of banking we have done. Okay, and we have saw the different types of bank. Okay, today we will going to continue further with the functions of commercial bank and e-banking services. Okay, so these two parts we will going to complete today: functions of commercial bank and e-banking service. Now, before that, I just want to ask, what is meant by bank? Okay, correct, Joel. Bank is a financial institution which deals with deposits and advances and any other related services. Okay, so it is a financial institutions which basically deals with the deposits and advances and other related services. Okay, so it is meant by bank. Which regulation, which act this bank follows, this banking company follows? Which act this banking company follows? Okay, correct, Niranjan. It's Indian Banking Regulation Act 1949. Okay, it's Indian Banking Regulation Act 1949. Now then we have saw different types of bank, and in that one bank was there, it is commercial bank. Okay, so now you will going to study what is meant by commercial bank and what are the functions that commercial bank performs. Okay, correct everyone, the answer I'm getting it's correct. Now, what is meant by commercial bank? So, a commercial bank is a type of bank that provides services such as accepting deposits, making business loans, and offering basic investment products that is operated as a business for profit. Okay, so such bank which is a type of bank. ठीक है, तो commercial bank क्या है, एक business bank का type है जो सर्विस प्रोवाइड करता है, जैसे कि दे आर एक्सेप्टिंग द डिपॉजिट्स, they are giving the advances and loans. Okay, they are giving the basic investment offers. Okay, and they work in order to earn the profit. Okay, so this type of bank is called as commercial bank. Now different functions are performed by commercial bank. So basically two functions are performed: primary functions and secondary functions. Okay, so the two functions which are performed by commercial banks, they are primary functions and secondary functions. Under primary functions, what they do, they accept the deposits and they grant the loans and advances. Okay, so accepting deposits and granting loans and advances, these two work is performed under the primary functions, whereas under secondary functions, the agency functions are being performed and the utility functions are being performed by the under the secondary functions. Okay, तो एक एक करके हम दोनों भी देखेंगे, पहला primary function and then we will proceed further with the secondary functions. Okay, the two functions of commercial bank, primary functions and secondary functions. Now we will going to start with the primary functions. First one, that is accepting deposits. As you can see, primary functions सबसे पहले क्या होता है? Okay, now primary functions of commercial banks are known as core banking functions. They are the main functions. Okay, and what they basically does, they does two things. That is, they're accepting the deposits and they're granting the loans and advances. Okay, now one by one we will going to see both the functions which are performed under this primary function. सबसे पहला है accepting deposits. Okay, now commercial banks, what they does, they basically collects the deposits from individuals and organizations. Okay, and the deposits, they can be classified into two types. Okay, जो commercial banks है वो क्या करते हैं? They collect the deposits from the individuals and organizations. Okay, that is called as accepting deposits. Now this deposits are classified into two types. So as you can see on the screen, it is classified into two types: time deposits and demand deposit. Okay, time deposits and demand deposit. Now what is meant by time deposits? Time deposits are called as time deposits because they are repaid to the customers after the expiry of decided time. Okay, तो जो भी time limit decide किया है ये deposit करते वक्त, after the once the time is over, the expires, then the deposits are repaid to the customers. So such deposit is called as time deposit. Is it clear? The deposits which are repaid to the customers after the expiry of the decided time at the time of deposits. Is it clear? Now, if you will see, the time deposit is again divided into two parts. Okay, fixed deposit and recurring deposits. So time deposits could be again, they are classified into two, that is fixed deposits and recurring deposits. Now, what does it mean by fixed deposit? The fixed deposit account is an account where fixed amount is kept for fixed period of time. Okay, तो ऐसा deposit, ऐसा account जो open किया जाता है in the bank, जहाँ पे fixed amount रखा जाता है, fixed amount is kept for a fixed period of time, okay, and bearing fixed interest rate. Okay, so fixed deposit for is kept for fixed period of fixed amount bearing fixed interest. So everything is fixed over here under fixed deposit. आपको fixed deposit account open करना है, उसमें आपको fixed amount रखना है, fixed period के लिए रखना है, and you will going to get fixed interest rate. Okay, so such deposit is called as fixed deposit. Now the rate of interest is more as compared to saving bank account. Okay, and it varies with the deposit period. Okay, तो जितना टर्म पीरियड के लिए आप ये डिपॉजिट रखोगे उस पर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट अलग अलग होता है. ठीक है, तो द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इज मोर एज कंपेयर टू सेविंग बैंक अकाउंट. इज इट क्लियर? फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट. Now the second is the recurring deposits. So it is operated by basically by salaried person and businessmen with those who are having regular income. ठीक है, तो ऐसे salaried person और businessmen जिनकी regular income होती है वो ये recurring deposit operate करते हैं. ठीक है, a certain fixed sum of money is deposited into the account every month. Okay, so if I had opened a recurring deposit account and they ask कि कितना आपको हर monthly आपको या कितने months के लिए आपको ये recurring deposit account open करना है. Okay, so if I'm depositing 1000 for 6 months, okay, so every month 1000 will be deducted from my account. Okay, and it will be deposited to the recurring deposit account. Okay, so this is the way this recurring deposit account works. A certain fixed sum of money is deposited into the account every month. Okay, every month a certain sum of money is deposited into the account. Withdrawal of accumulated amount along with interest is paid after the maturity date. Okay, तो जो भी आपका मेच्योरिटी डेट है 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, उसके कंप्लीट होने के बाद ही आप उसको विड्रॉ कर सकते हो. ठीक है, जो भी एक्यूमुलेटेड अमाउंट है. रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इज हायर विच इज सिमिलर टू फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट अकाउंट. तो जो फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट अकाउंट के लिए जो बेसिकली रेट होता है सेम रेट यहाँ पे भी प्रेफर किया जाता है. ओके, सेपरेट पासबुक इज प्रोवाइडेड टू नो द पोजिशन ऑफ रिकरिंग डिपॉजिट अकाउंट. तो एक सेपरेट पासबुक मिलती है. ठीक है, और वो बैंक प्रोवाइड करता है जो बताता है कि व्हाट इज द पोजीशन ऑफ योर recurring deposit account. Okay, so these are the two deposits which are basically depends on the time. Fixed deposit, which is fixed for a certain period of time with the fixed amount and bearing the fixed rate of interest. Second is recurring deposit, which is all operated by the salaried person and in businessmen. Okay, those are earning or those are having a regular income. Okay, even they are fixed for a certain period of time. That's why they come and it comes under time deposit. Okay, so these are the two deposits. Any doubt is there? Is it clear everyone? Time deposit. The second function under accepting deposit is demand deposits. Now what is this demand deposits? Demand deposits are those which are repaid to customer whenever they demand. That means money can be withdrawn as per the wish of the customer through withdrawal slips, checks, ATM cards, online transfer, etc. Okay, so demand deposit means जहाँ पे customers डिमांड करता है पैसों की और वो पैसे फिर रीपे करने पड़ते हैं बैंक को टू द कस्टमर्स. ओके, तो वो अपने मर्जी से जब चाहे पैसे विड्रॉ कर सकता है बैंक बाय यूजिंग डिफरेंट वेज, जैसे विड्रॉवल स्लिप, चेक, एटीएम कार्ड, इन सबको यूज करके वो अपना पैसा विड्रॉ कर सकता है बैंक से. ठीक है, डिमांड कर सकता है बैंक से. ओके, तो सच डिपॉजिट्स दे आर कॉल्ड एज demand deposits. Now two accounts come under this. The first is saving account. Okay, now it is basically operated by the salaried persons who earn the regular or fixed income. Okay, so what is the main of this deposit account? It is to encourage habit of savings among people. इसलिए इसका नाम ही क्या है, saving account, which means this account is open to encourage habit of savings among the people. Now this deposit account are meant for the purpose of maximum savings. जितना ज्यादा आप सेव करोगे उतना अच्छा होगा आपके लिए भी और बैंक के लिए भी. ठीक है, now there are certain restrictions on withdrawal limit from this account. Okay, कुछ restrictions हैं for this account. These accounts carry low interest rate. Saving account is carrying very low interest rate. Interest is credited monthly, quarterly, half yearly, and yearly basis on this account. Because it depends upon the bank whether they are giving you monthly, whether they are crediting the interest quarterly या half yearly या yearly basis में. ठीक है, और इसके अलावा पासबुक फैसिलिटीज प्रोवाइड करता है बैंक. बैलेंस ऑन एसएमएस प्रोवाइड, एसएमएस सेंड करता है. Account statement you can see. Okay, so these are the facilities which are provided to the account holder. Okay, under this saving account. Okay, so is it clear saving account क्या होता है? It is the account whose main objective is to encourage the habit of savings among the people. It is basically operated by the regular or fixed income groups. Okay, and it has certain restrictions to the withdrawal limits. Okay, and they provide various facilities like passbook facilities. They provide the SMS on based on balance in your account. Okay, they provide you the account statement. So these are the facilities which are provided under this account to the individual person. Is it clear, everyone? Now the second is current account. So now this account is operated by business firms and other commercial organizations. Okay, जैसे hospitals है, educational institutions हैं. ठीक है, तो organizations और commercial organizations ये current account open करती है who have regular banking transactions. Okay, difference क्या है saving account और current account में? Saving account they are having regular income they are earning, whereas current account they are operated those who are having regular business transactions. Okay, जिनका regular business transactions होता है, they basically operates or opens this current account in the bank. In this account there are no restrictions on deposits and withdrawals of amount. There are no restrictions and number of times they can withdraw and they can deposit the money in the account. No interest is paid by the bank on this account, so current account does not get any interest. Okay, overdraft facility is available for this account. कौन सी facility provide करते हैं current account को? Overdraft facility is provided. Okay, for current account banks provide statement of account every month. So for current account every month this account statement you will going to get to know the financial position of the account. Okay, so these are the two accounts which are basically depends on the demand. Okay, so as your wish you can withdraw money, you can deposit money in the bank. Okay, that's why they comes under demand deposit. Okay, so these are the functions which are performed under the accepting deposit, which is a function, a primary function of commercial bank. Okay, so accepting deposit, two parts: time deposit, demand deposits. Okay, time deposits again it includes two, classified into two parts: fixed deposit and recurring deposit, whereas demand deposit is classified into two parts: saving account and current account. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Now the next part is granting loans and advances. Okay, so primary functioning का जो second part है वो क्या है? It is granting loans and advances. So what does bank does? It grants loans and advances to the business firms and others who are in need of bank funds. Okay, so ऐसे business firms, ऐसे individuals those who are in need of funds, ticket to them, the bank provides these loans and advances. Now, these loans are provided for long period of time, from 1 year and more. Advances are provided for shorter period, from 4 months to 1 year. Okay, so the loans they are provided for longer period, यानी it from 1 year या उससे ज़्यादा साल के लिए loan provide करते हैं. Whereas these advances they are provided for a shorter period of time, which is 4 months to 1 year. Okay, तो difference समझ में आया? Loan 1 year या उससे ज्यादा साल तक के लिए होता है, whereas advances it is for shorter period, that is 4 months से लेके 1 year तक. The advances are in the form of cash credit, overdraft and discounting of bills, etc. Okay, तो advances के forms क्या है? Cash credit, overdraft and discounting of bills. Okay, now one by one we will see both the things. सबसे पहले we will going to start with the loans. Okay, now as you can see the loans they are classified into 3 ways. पहला है short term loan, second है medium term loan and third क्या है? Long term loans. Okay, now short term loans are for a period of up to 1 year. ठीक है, short term loans जो कितना term period क्या है उसका? It is for a period up to 1 year. And for what purpose it is used? It is used to meet working capital requirements of the borrower. Okay, I hope आपको याद है we have done with the fixed capital and working capital. We have learned. Okay, so this short term loan it is basically for a period of up to 1 year, एक साल तक के लिए होता है, और it is basically for meeting the requirements, which requirements? Working capital requirements of the borrower. Next है medium term loan. Medium term loan are for a period of 1 year to 5 years. ठीक है, जो medium term loan है उसका time period क्या है? 1 year to 5 years, and it is again to meet the working capital requirement as well as fixed capital requirements of the borrower. ठीक है, तो जो medium term loan है तो period है वो क्या है? 1 year to 5 year, and it helps to meet the working capital requirement and fixed capital requirements of the borrower. And the third is long term loan. Now they are for a period of 5 years or more. ठीक है, तो इनका टाइम पीरियड क्या है? 5 years या उससे ज्यादा पीरियड के लिए होता है लॉन्ग टर्म लोन्स. ओके, एंड दे आर देयर टू मीट द लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट्स ऑफ द बोरोवर. ठीक है, तो जो लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट है वो फुलफिल करने के लिए ये लॉन्ग टर्म लोन लेते हैं बाय द बिजनेसमैन. ओके, so this 3 loans, is it clear to you? Short term loan for a period of up to 1 year, up to 1 year to meet the working capital requirement. Medium term loan from 1 year to 5 year to meet working capital and fixed capital requirements of the borrower. Long term loan 5 years or more than 5 years to meet the long term capital requirements of the borrower. Okay, now the next is advances. The advances, they are the small term fund which is provided to the businessman to satisfy different financial requirements of the business. Okay, तो advances क्या होता है? एक small term funds होते हैं जो provide किया जाता है to the businessman ताकि वो satisfy कर सके अपने financial requirements को. ठीक है, which is needed for the purpose of doing the business. Okay, now 3 advances are there. The first is cash credit. Now the cash credit advances are provided to current account. किनको provide किया जाता है ये? Current account and saving account holders. ठीक है, तो दोनों को ये सर्विस प्रोवाइड की जाती है क्रेडिट कैश क्रेडिट एडवांसेस की. It provides working capital for longer period of time. Okay, and the interest rate is higher on cash credit. Separate cash credit account has to be maintained by the borrower. Now what exactly this cash credit is? It is similar to overdraft, but the difference क्या है दोनों में? In the cash credit, if the businessman is in need of money, okay, so what he has to do, he has to open a separate account, that is cash credit account with the bank. ठीक है, जिस बैंक के साथ ऑलरेडी उसका अकाउंट है, उसी बैंक में उसको एक कैश क्रेडिट अकाउंट करके एक सेपरेट अकाउंट ओपन करना पड़ेगा, और जो पैसा उसको चाहिए एज अ फॉर्म ऑफ एडवांस, वो पैसा कंपनी उस अकाउंट में डालेगी, और उसके बाद में बिजनेसमैन उस अकाउंट से वो पैसा निकालेगा। ओके, तो यहाँ पे बिजनेस बैंक डायरेक्टली पैसा नहीं देता है टू द बिजनेसमैन। व्हाट ही डज, ही आस्क्स द बिजनेसमैन टू ओपन अ कैश क्रेडिट अकाउंट, in that the bank gives the money, provides the advances, and from that account the businessman takes the money. Okay, so directly नहीं होता है, एक वे होता है account open करके, right? Next is overdraft. Now this is also a facility which is offered to current account holders to meet the working capital requirements. Okay, और इसका time period क्या है? It basically from 15 to 60 days. Okay, तो 15 to 60 days के अंदर ये ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी जो होती है वो दी जाती है। Interest is charged on actual amount withdrawn. Okay, so whatever amount is withdrawn by the businessman in the form of overdraft, for that time period the interest is charged. No separate account is maintained. कोई separate account maintain करने की जरूरत नहीं है। And entries are shown in current account. ना ही कोई separate account open होता है, maintain करने की जरूरत है, ना ही separate entry pass करने की जरूरत है under this current account. It is temporary arrangement for a short period. Okay, what it is only a temporary arrangement for a short period. Okay, so difference समझ में आया? Cash credit, overdraft, both the facilities given to करंट अकाउंट होल्डर, कैश क्रेडिट सेविंग अकाउंट वालों को भी दिया जाता है। डिफरेंस क्या है दोनों में? अंडर कैश क्रेडिट सेपरेट अकाउंट हैज टू बी ओपन, okay, whereas under overdraft facility no separate account is opened or maintained. Okay, in both the three way, advances are asked for a short term period by the bank, and it is given by the bank to the business person. The next is discounting of bill of exchange. So ये आप already पढ़ चुके हो bill of exchange में. Okay, so the drawer of bill of exchange or beneficiary can discount the bill with the bank and obtain an advance. ठीक है, तो अगर पैसे की जरूरत है ड्रॉवर को, तो what he will going to do? He will going to go to the bank. He will going to discount, यानी अपना वो जो discounting bill है वो bill of exchange है वो बैंक को देगा. In return, bank will going to give this advance to the drawer. ठीक है, on the due date of the bill the bank will recover the amount from the drawee, और जब वो due date आएगा बिल का, तब drawee से वो amount recover करेगा बैंक. Okay, so this is the third way of advances. ठीक है, discounting of bill of exchange. Is it clear everyone? Cash credit, overdraft and discounting of bill of exchange. Okay, so we have done with the primary function, then we have saw the accepting, and that we have saw the two functions which are performed under accepting deposit, that is time deposit and demand deposit. And again, time deposit classified into fixed deposit, recurring deposits, and demand deposit classified saving account and current account. And we have saw granting loans and advances. इसमें loans and advances, loans are basically for long term period, which is more than 1 year, and advances is basically for short term period. Okay, loans, under loans it is classified into three. Okay, short term loan, medium term and long term loan, whereas under advances it is again classified into three. There are cash credit, overdraft and discounting of bill of exchange. Now we will going to continue with the secondary functions of commercial bank. Now, as I said, secondary functions, it is again classified into two parts: agency functions and utility functions. Okay, agency functions and utility functions. Now, one by one, we are going to see both the functions which are performed under the secondary functions. सबसे पहला agency functions. Now, the commercial bank, what exactly does? They act as an agent or representative of its client and perform certain functions. Okay, that's why it is called as agency functions, because what the bank does, it act as an agent. ठीक है, वो एजेंट की तरह एक्ट करता है उसके क्लाइंट के लिए, और उसके लिए बहुत सारे एक्टिविटीज, बहुत सारे फंक्शंस भी परफॉर्म करता है, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई द नेम इज गिवन एजेंसी फंक्शंस. Now, what are the functions which is provided by the commercial banks under the secondary functions, that is agency functions? पहला है periodic collections and payment. क्या है फर्स्ट वन? periodic collections and payments. Now, bank, commercial bank, it collects salary, dividend, interest, and any other income periodically, as well as makes periodically payment such as taxes, payment of bills, payment of premiums, rent, etc. on the standing instructions provided by the customers. Commercial bank charges certain fixed amount of quarterly or annually in the form of service charges from customers for providing such service. Okay, so the very first function which is performed under this agency function is periodic collections and payments. Okay, so what commercial bank does, वो collect करता है, salary collect करता है, dividend collect करता है, interest collect करता है, इसके अलावा बहुत सारी income से जो collect करता है वो, ठीक है, as well as वो बहुत सारे payments जो periodical payments है वो करता है, जैसे कि tax pay करता है, bill pay करता है, प्रीमियम अमाउंट पे करता है, रेंट पे करता है. So these are the activities which are done by the commercial banks. Okay, and this is done by on the instructions which are provided by the customers. Okay, so on the behalf of the customer, all these things, all these activities are performed by the commercial bank. अब ये फ्री में करता है क्या? नहीं. For this, what commercial bank does, it charges service charges. Okay, it charges certain fee and that is called as service charges. ये charge करता है, either it can be charged monthly or it can be charged quarterly or it can be charged annually. ठीक है, so charges जो होती है service charges on the behalf of, in the form of this charges, this services are provided by the commercial bank to the customers. Okay, so first point clear है, periodic collections and payments. The second is portfolio management. Now what is this portfolio management? So what the large commercial banks, what it does, it undertakes the purchase and it sells the securities जैसे shares, bonds, debentures, ये सब चीजें purchase करता है और sell करता है on behalf of the clients. किसके behalf पे? Clients के behalf पे ये purchase करता है और sell करता है, ठीक है. So this handling of securities is known as portfolio management. ठीक है, तो ये जो securities को हेल्प करता है, हैंडल करता है commercial bank, तो ये जो securities है इसको हैंडल करता है commercial bank. Okay, where it purchase, where it sells the securities. Okay, that is handling is called as portfolio management. Now due to this facility, what is the benefit of this facility? More clients are opting for such services of commercial bank. Okay, तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा clients क्या हो रहे हैं? They are connecting with the commercial bank because of this facility of handling the securities, okay, by the commercial bank of the clients. So ज्यादा से ज्यादा clients connect हो रहे हैं with the commercial banks and with this service. The next is fund transfer. Now the commercial bank, they provides the facility of fund transfer from one branch to another branch or from one branch of another bank. ठीक है, या तो same branch या एक branch दूसरे बैंक में भी transfer कर सकता है. Many of us we might have done, we have transferred the amount from one bank to another bank. Okay, this is a facility which is provided by the commercial bank. Okay, and it's a very good facility, fund transfer की. Next is dematerialization. So bank provides this dematerialization facilities to their clients where they hold their securities in an electronic form. ठीक है, electronic form में securities held की जाती है and this is a services which is provided by the bank. So on behalf of client, it undertakes the electronic transfer of shares in case of purchase or sale. ठीक है, तो ये dematerialization is also a facility which is provided by the bank to the customers, to the clients, where the securities are held in an electronic form. And the last is forex transactions. So forex क्या है? It is an abbreviation for foreign exchange. Okay, the bank may purchase or sell foreign exchange on behalf of its client. ठीक है, तो client के behalf पे ये facility जहाँ पे purchase और sell कर सकते हैं this foreign exchange. Okay, a bank purchase forex from its clients, which the clients receive from foreign transactions, and sell the forex when the clients need it for overseas transactions. Okay, ये जो forex facility है ये बहुत important facility है basically for the one who are engaged in the import and export activities. For them this forex transaction forex facility is very important, which is provided by the commercial bank. Okay, so these are the 5 functions which is performed under the agency functions, and it is very important for his clients. Okay, उनके clients के लिए बहुत important है, customers के लिए बहुत important है. Is it clear everyone, this 5 function? Is it clear? I hope everyone might have experienced some or the other way this any of this function. हमने fund कभी ना कभी fund transfer किया है, right? We have not done forex because we are not engaged in any activity transaction like that, but we have done fund transfer. We have done fund transfer, right? Periodic collections and payments. Sometimes the bank they collects the salary. So we are the professionals, so we know the bank collects the salaries from the organization in which we are working, and then we go to the bank and we withdraw the salary. Okay, so there are many functions which are provided. So this is the agency functions. Now we will going to see the utility functions. Okay, so these are the utility functions which are performed by the bank. Okay, which is beneficial for its clients. Now very first is issue of drafts and check. Okay, so a draft and check is an order to pay money from one branch of bank to another branch of the same bank or other bank. A bank issue drafts to its account holder as well as non-account holder, whereas checks are issued only to the account holder. Okay, तो ड्राफ्ट एंड चेक ये दो चीजें कमर्शियल बैंक क्या करता है, इशू करता है. ठीक है, किसको इशू करता है, अपने अकाउंट होल्डर्स को इशू करता है, एंड इट इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ डिमांड. ठीक है, so if you will going to give check to the bank, that is fine, it is a kind of demand. ठीक है, आप ऑर्डर कर रहे हो, so it is a kind of order which where you are ordering the bank to pay this much amount to the other person or to the other person's account to transfer. Okay, so this is a kind of order. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे ड्राफ्ट एंड चेक की बात की है, तो ड्राफ्ट जो है ये जो फैसिलिटी है ड्राफ्ट की ये अकाउंट होल्डर एज वेल एज नॉन अकाउंट होल्डर, ठीक है, दोनों को ये फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड की जाती है. वेयर जो चेक है ये सिर्फ किसको दिया जाता है, इट इज ओनली इश्यूड टू द अकाउंट होल्डर. जो उस बैंक में अकाउंट होल्डर्स हैं उन्हीं को ये चेक दिया जाता है. ठीक है, ना बैंक चार्जेस कमीशन फॉर इशूइंग बैंक ड्राफ्ट. ठीक है, अगर ड्राफ्ट इशू कर रहा है बैंक, so what it does, it's charges certain amount, that charges is called as bank charges. Okay, so under utility function जो पहली चीज है वो क्या है, bank issues the draft and check to its customer. The draft is issued to the account holder as well as to the non-account holder of the bank, whereas the check is issued only to the account holder of the bank. If the bank is issuing draft and it is charging certain commission, that is called as bank charges. Okay, the next is locker facility. So this is the common utility functions of any commercial bank. The bank provides locker facility for safe custody of valuables, documents, gold ornaments, etc. ठीक है, तो ये locker facility provide की जाती है by the bank. Okay, where the important documents or important your any ornaments, gold ornaments or any important things can be kept. ठीक है, as a safe. ठीक है, अगर आपको safe रखना है तो you can use this locker facility. Many of customers they use this locker facility basically for keeping their jewelries, gold ornaments, silver ornaments को रखने के लिए ये locker facility बहुत लोग use करते हैं. The next is project reports. Now a bank may prepare project reports and feasibility studies on behalf of the clients. Project reports enable the business firm to obtain funds from the market and to obtain clearance from the government securities. okay. तो एक प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट फॉर्म की जाती है बाय द बैंक, okay, and this project report is prepared on behalf of the client, and this report helps the business person if they want to obtain funds from the market or if they want to clear any anything from the government authorities, okay. तो उसके लिए ये प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और इट इज प्रिपेयर्ड बाय द बैंक on behalf of the client. Next is gift check. So this is a facility, gift check की facility provide करते हैं. Now bank issues gift checks and gold coins to account holder as well as to non account holder. दोनों को ये facility होती है, account holder है या non account holder है. Okay, so if you have saw अभी IPL चल रहा है, ठीक है, तो man of the match मिलता है, right? So in that you might have saw that big checks. Okay, the gift check. Okay, so this is an example of gift check. Okay, so this ये ऐसे gift checks provide करते हैं clients को. Okay, it can be used for purpose of gifting on occasions or any other event. ठीक है, so gift checks this is a facility which is provided by the bank. Next is underwriting services. So underwriting services क्या होता है? A commercial bank may underwrite the issues of securities issued by companies if the shares are not fully subscribed. The underwriting bank agrees to take up the unsubscribed portion of the securities. Okay, so if my company is issuing 100 shares, for example, 100 shares issue कर रहे हैं, लेकिन 100 में से सिर्फ 90 shares ही issue हो पाए, यानी 10 shares issue नहीं हो पा रहे हैं, तो bank takes the responsibility of issuing this shares to the public. Okay, so this is the underwriting work which is done by the बैंक, ठीक है, दे एक्ट एज एन अंडरराइटर फॉर दी कंपनी, जहाँ पे वो रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेते हैं कि अगर कोई शेयर सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है पब्लिक ने, then they purchase this shares and they sell this shares to the public on behalf of the organization. Okay, so this is the underwriting services which is provided by the commercial bank. And the last but not the least, gold related services. Okay, so nowadays many banks, they are providing gold services to its customers. Okay, so buying and selling golds or gold ornaments from customers on large scale basis. ठीक है, और बहुत सारे बैंक एडवाइस भी करते हैं कस्टमर्स को in related to gold funds. Okay, तो if you have see the many ads आजकल बहुत सारे बैंक्स ये गोल्ड रिलेटेड सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं, where you can keep the gold with the bank and they will going to give you some advances and loans on this gold. Okay, so this is a gold related services which is provided by the commercial bank. तो यूटिलिटी फंक्शंस के अंदर ये सारी फैसिलिटीज ये सारे फंक्शंस परफॉर्म किए जाते हैं. ओके, पहला है ड्राफ्ट इशू करता है, चेक इशू करता है. सेकंड, लॉकआउट फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड करता है. नेक्स्ट, प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट बनाता है ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द क्लाइंट. नेक्स्ट, गिफ्ट चेक्स या गोल्ड कॉइन्स गिफ्ट करते हैं. ठीक है, अंडरराइटिंग सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड की जाती है बाय द बैंक्स टू इट्स क्लाइंट. एंड नेक्स्ट, गोल्ड रिलेटेड सर्विसेज भी प्रोवाइड किए जाते हैं to its customers. Okay, so these are the utility functions. I hope these functions are clear to everyone. Any doubt till here? Okay, so here we will going to end our session of today, and the next lecture we will going to continue further with the e-banking and the other two parts, insurance and warehousing. Okay.